commencement exercise, you could do that. I'm going to call Mrs. Forrest over here, and then without her knowledge, you can do whatever you want. Okay? Now, for the sake of those who were not here yesterday, do it with dignity, with professionalism. This is your day, isn't it? Yes. Make me proud. Make me proud.
Let us pray. Eternal Father, as these students gather here in this room to be recognized for work well done, we ask for your presence among us as they embrace the moment, securely anchored in the memory of the past experiences together. They have been preparing for this day from the moment they entered this school, and they are indebted to their families, their educators, and even the military who supported them every step of the way. It is my prayer that what is said and done here today will acknowledge their dedication and determination to achieve the task that was placed before them. And this we ask in your holy name. Amen.
Please be seated. Good morning, everyone. I want to welcome you to the 18th commencement ceremony here at Thomas Nelson Community College, the ceremony for the United States Navy Medical Laboratory Technician Program here at Thomas Nelson. Our activities today are really to celebrate and honor you, the graduates. But before I begin, let me introduce the members of the stage party. We have with us today, to emphasize how important this is, a member of our college board, Mr. Rosie Tukesian, our vice president, our vice chair, Dr. Richard Fleming, our vice president for academic affairs, Dr. Beverly Walker Graffier, our vice president for student affairs. We have with us also Dr. Donald Bartholomew, our dean for science and allied health, Dr. Howard Backman, our grand marshal. Also, our guest speaker, you'll hear about Assistant Professor Christine Forrest, Commanding Officer, Naval School of Health Sciences, Portsmouth, Virginia, Captain Susan Hearn. We have Lieutenant Commander Laurie Black, clergy from the Naval Medical Center, Portsmouth. We have Chief Petty Officer Joselito Jamero, Department Head, Medical Laboratory Technician Program, and Naval School of Health Sciences. Give them a round of applause, please. We also have a number of individuals to my left and your right also sharing in today's celebration, a number of distinguished guests. We have Captain Kevin Kalanta. We have Senior Chief Bruce Ross, Chief Andrew Ali, and also our Special Assistant to the President for Institutional Effectiveness, Dr. Deborah Fontaine. Give them a round of applause. And for those of you who have not had the pleasure of meeting, my name is Charles Taylor. I'm president here at Thomas Nelson Community College, and it's indeed an honor to really be here today, here in the year 2008. But today it's not about Thomas Nelson, it's really about the graduates here. I want to applaud today's candidates of graduation for all the efforts and all the hard work and all the dedication that you've gone through. This great day in your lives is but a sacrifice that you've made every day over the past and also for the coming years that you will make for this great nation's military. I also want to thank the families who are here today and the loved ones who are also here in helping the graduates achieve their goal and also providing that dedication and that support necessary, because when they were saying, I'm not sure if I can continue the studies, continue the heartache, continuing the late nights of cramming for information and gathering information and taking tests. Sometimes it's just that phone call or that pat on the shoulder or saying you can do it, you've made it this far. Those loved ones are the ones that are standing behind you and continue to stand behind you. So I emphasize that when you're moving on in life, no matter what happens, you will not be moving alone, because those loved ones are here today and they'll continue to be with you. As members of the U.S. Navy, you're also among over 340 men and women who voluntarily took an oath to defend this great nation and uphold the branch core values: honor, courage, commitment. You represent those values well during your time here at Thomas Nelson Community College, and you're part of the Thomas Nelson Community College family now. Everyone at the college is extremely proud of the fact that Thomas Nelson has been the only non-military site to provide this type of training that you've received for the medical laboratory technician program. And let me say that again, we're the only non-military site to provide this type of education and training. This unique partnership has been a positive thing for not only Thomas Nelson as a family, but for the students, the faculty, and the staff here as well. When we see you walking across campus with your uniforms on, it makes us proud to really be a part, even though it may be a small part, but realizing that we are playing a part, and that's critical for us, and it really helps us to feel that we're really a part of the commitment that we have for this great nation. One of the things that we emphasize here is that you are certainly welcome to fulfill your educational needs and other programs that the college offers, and you've taken advantage of those. As this nation continues to embrace a global perspective, the importance of our role and yours is more vital to our community and to our nation than ever before. At Thomas Nelson, we strongly believe that we must do our part to support you and assist you in developing the skills necessary to continue protecting our shores and our interests worldwide. Perhaps a number of you have served or will serve in overseas areas of Iraq, Afghanistan, supporting the U.S. Marine Corps as hospital corpsmen, with hospital corpsmen. The better you are trained, the more you secure we are in terms of our nation's security. Let me pause here and emphasize to you, we take all of the training seriously here at Thomas Nelson. And we don't let you get past this stage until we are comfortable that you have the training and skills necessary, because we realize that you will be dealing with individuals' lives. And we take the training and education here very, very serious. You can be the determining factor whether a person goes home or not. You may be the determining factor whether or not an individual see their loved ones or not. You may be the individual that determines whether that person is capable to go back defending this great nation. You are critical in the United States dreaming of an open, fair, democratic society, and you play a critical role. And we take our role here at Thomas Nelson very, very serious. I have a personal commitment, as I've always told the graduates when I go through this. This is one of the areas that I don't want to miss in terms of the graduation, because I have a son that's also serving in the military. He's overseas right now, and he's also in the medical corps. And so I understand and appreciate probably better than anyone how significant and how great a role you play. But you're not here to hear me speak. You really want to get on to the celebration at hand, and I know that. But I will say this one last thing. The dedication and commitment that you've exhibited to our program and to your colleagues give us confidence that you will make the most of the training and education that you've received. And as you depart this institution in the region, we ask that you go forward with the powerful combination of the competence and character, the confidence that you have gained from your education here, the character that you've inherited from your families and loved ones, your communities, and your places of worship, and obviously the exceptional U.S. Navy. Congratulations for your arrival at this wonderful day, dedicating part of your life to the services of others. And again, dedicating your life to the service of others and also to the service of this country and to the world. The charge you've taken is incredible. The journey has just begun. And be assured that you can proceed with the love of your families, the blessings and admiration of the many instructors and leaders, and the respect of your peers, and respect from the faculty, staff, and administrators here at Thomas Nelson Community College. So congratulations. I'll come back again, but let me pause now and introduce our board vice chair, Mr. Rosie Takesha.
Good morning. Good morning to the families, loved ones, and especially to the graduating class. I do want to reiterate and support the comments that President Taylor has conveyed to you in congratulating you. And I look forward in introducing your proud commander, officer of the Naval School of Healthcare, Captain Aaron. Having been a part of this process for quite a few years, I'm very proud of Captain Aaron's leadership. I do want to convey to you all, being a veteran of the Armed Forces, that this is a very special day for you all, and I hope that many of you will continue your education after you've completed your service and further your education. Thank you very much, Captain Aaron.
Good morning. Before I begin, I really would like to take a moment to thank Dr. Taylor and all of the faculty at Thomas Nelson Community College for embracing our Navy sailors, for providing the best and most quality education that you sailors have had the privilege to complete here today. So thank you, Dr. Taylor. Thank you, faculty, for the outstanding work that you do. It is now my privilege to introduce Assistant Professor Christine Forrest, your guest speaker for today. Christine Forrest is an assistant professor at Thomas Nelson Community College, teaching hematology and immunology. She also coordinates the student clinical rotations at TNCC. It is with great pride that she has been granted the opportunity to evolve as a professor and aid in the transformation of the Navy MLT program since its inception in January 1999. Prior to taking this position, she served as adjunct professor at Old Dominion University. She began her career after graduating from a one-year laboratory assistant hospital-based program in 1978 and continued her education at Old Dominion, earning a Bachelor of Science degree in Medical Technology in 1982. She later earned a master's degree in Occupational and Technical Studies with an emphasis in teaching at the community college level in 2001. Her 30-year career includes service in a variety of capacities: trainer, supervisor, manager, director, and sales representative at area hospitals and clinical laboratories. Among her career highlights are publications in clinical laboratory science journals, including Transfusion and Transplantation, and inclusion in Who's Who's of college professors for both 2006 and 2007. A lifelong Hampton Roads resident, she lives in Suffolk with her husband Ed, and she is most proud of their 3 children, Rachel, Zachary, and Caroline. Assistant Professor Christine Forrest, it is my pleasure.
Well, I want to say good morning. That certainly sounds a lot better when someone else says it. I want to welcome you, graduates and guests, and special guests and honored guests, and everybody has a title today, but in my book, you're all welcome, and I'm glad you're here. And I have to say to the graduates, it's such a pleasure for me and such a special honor to be invited to speak this morning. So I am a little bit nervous. Never done this before. So laugh if I say something stupid. And I lecture these students for a long time, 3.5 hours every other morning. And I cannot believe that they have asked me to speak one more time. I was going to be dead tired of listening to my voice. So for those guests who aren't familiar with me, I just have some rules. My lecture does last the whole 3.5 hours. Okay? I give you 2 breaks. They're 10 minutes each, and they're at my discretion. And the other big rule is you cannot fall asleep in my class. Okay? I don't allow it, and so you can't fall asleep today. Now, on a more serious tone, I want to congratulate the graduates and your families on this memorable day. This is a day to celebrate your achievements it's also a day to remember and to thank those who laid the foundations of your accomplishments. Graduation days are marked by commencement exercises, much like this one. It is a hallmark in your life. You'll remember this day probably until the day you die. It's one of those days filled with many emotions. We've already cried some. We've already laughed a lot. But you might be feeling a little anxious about what's coming your way. You might be a little sad to say goodbye to some of the friends that you've made here. And you might be a little excited about where you're going, because all of this happens today. Today is a big day. It marks the end of this level of formal education. You have successfully completed a very difficult program of study. And family members, I bet you can testimony to that, agree with it. Today also marks the beginning of your new career. And you know, I choose the term clinical laboratory scientist. You are now clinical laboratory scientist. That sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Now, that doesn't mean it's the end. Okay. So, on this occasion, I'm asking you to take a moment to analyze. That's what technicians do best. We analyze. But instead of body fluids, we're going to analyze your emotions. Where you have been in the past year, where you are going, and then we're going to look at the effect that you have or can have on the world around you by looking inside yourself. So let's look at the past year. That's the easiest thing to do, isn't it? Supposed to say yes. For the guests who may not know, this CLT program is a grueling, and I say grueling, 13-month program, and I certainly add to that myself with the grueling. These graduates have worked very hard and very diligently. They have completed 60 college credit hours in just that 13 months. That's a lot because it takes the average student, the average civilian student, 2 years to complete 60 credit hours. These graduates have learned to differentiate leukemic cells from normal cells, or hopefully so. Identify hundreds of microorganisms, quantitate hundreds of biochemicals. I'm looking at the chemistry people upstairs. And my personal favorite, they have learned to specify many red cell antigens and red cell antibodies. That's my favorite thing to do. While learning these thousands of bits of technical information, they also acquired skills that will move them to the next level of their education, should they choose so, and certainly in their careers. They've learned time management, stress management, prioritizing, and of course, how to take a test. Many, many tests every day. What a year. Now, graduates, how do you feel looking back? I hope that some of you might say that it seems like yesterday when I started. Nod your head, yes. Okay. Keep that thought, because some of you might say, in retrospect, that wasn't all that bad. And now I know there's a few of y'all going, I don't care what she says. I'm glad it's over. All right. But no matter how you feel, my hope is that you have acquired a new sense of who you are and what you can do when you put your mind to it. You have learned a lot. I jokingly say they need braces to hold up their big heads, right? They do. You've learned to reason, you've learned to problem solve, and in that effort you've learned to troubleshoot life. This can be your first step to achieving your dreams, whatever they happen to be. So now we need to look forward if we're going to think that. And it's easy to say in hindsight, everybody's heard this one, hindsight's 2020. Hindsight's 2020. It's always clear where we have been, what we have done, and then there's that little regret thing. Maybe what we should have done, okay? Looking forward isn't always as easy to do. On this, your commencement day, I ask that you take a few minutes to look forward to your future. I hope that one of your career goals is to continue your education at a 4-year college or university, wherever you happen to be. Okay? In preparation for this speech, because it's my first, I did some research. And I went online and I looked at the census and I looked at the AMA and found out how many people are enrolled in medical school. And I searched my file because I'm sure one day y'all gonna email me and say, I need a letter of recommendation. Yeah, I hope so. Keeps us in touch. Well, I started looking back and I counted 22 graduates from this program have gone on to medical school. So then I break out my little quick calculator and I calculate that 2.2% of our graduates have gone on to medical school. Now, they drop me when they get into medical school, so I don't know if they finished. But what that does mean is they got their BSs, okay? And they're continuing. And that's what I hope for all of y'all. When I looked at AMA and census, let me tell you, the national average for the percentage of students that are currently attending medical school is only 0.02%. Now, yeah, that's an impressive number. That's an impressive number because the joint effort between Thomas Nelson and the U.S. Navy have given every one of y'all the tools to succeed. No matter what it is, you don't have to go to medical school if you don't want to. But if that's what you want, you need to go for it. Okay? Our hope is that you continue at a bare minimum. Don't have to be doctors. Can't have old doctors and no lab techs. Okay? But our hope is that you continue your education at the BA or the BS level. And each one of y'all, even if you struggled in this program, you have the potential to achieve that level of success. You have the tools and you have the resources to fulfill your dreams. You need only to set that goal and then pursue it. Your career goal is important, and the other thing I want y'all to think about, riding to your next duty station or riding home or laying on the beach this afternoon, are your personal goals. You need to set marital goals if you're married, emotional goals, because we all need to mature emotionally, and spiritual goals. Okay? Now, we look back, we look forward, we need to look inside. And part of looking inside is looking at the effect we have on the people around us. Ralph Waldo Emerson, and I'm not a quoter, so I had to go look this up too, once wrote, "What lies behind us and what lies before us are but tiny matters compared to what lies within us." At this time, I ask each one of you to ponder your purpose in life. Now, that's not a quick thing, so don't be writing things down while I'm lecturing. Okay, listen. This is not something you should answer in a short sentence in a split second. This is something you should think of often. So, going back to being a clinical lab scientist, what type of technician do you want to be? I can list several labels because you've heard them all. Some are good, some are less desirable, but they all work in the lab, and they all work in whatever profession you so choose. Are you going to be a slug? Hope not. A leech, letting somebody else carry the load. A copycat, a gun decker, and not my favorite word, or just a minimalist. A minimalist, for those of y'all who don't know me, is someone who just does enough to get by. Okay? Or are you going to be the tech that reports out 100% of the time, even when you're tired and have worked a double shift? Accurate and precise results. You're going to be the hard worker, the team player, a leader, a mentor, and a guide to others. Okay? Think about it. Which label do you strive to be? And write it down sometime today and come back to this in a year or so and see where you're at. Which one will you be? What will your shipmates label you? So let's think outside of just ourselves. What will your family and your friends label you? Most importantly, what will you label yourself? I firmly recommend that you consciously choose and dedicate yourself to be the best you can be, 100% of the time. Always aware of the effect that your words and your actions have on the others around you. No matter where or what, your actions and your words ripple into the lives of the people around you. Now, for those of you who opened up the envelope, you'll notice the word ripple in there. That's where it came from. Now, will your ripple have a positive effect or negative effect? Will that ripple be gentle as a rolling wave on the lake? Or will it be like that of a tsunami? I'm a tsunami. There are several people here that have had ripple effects on your lives. Miss Raffetto, would you stand? Miss Warren, I think she's up top. Is Miss Warren, Becky Warren here? Stand, Becky. Ron, Pete, Miss Chapman, they're all up top. Would y'all please stand? This graduation is their last as faculty or staff members of TNCC, so for them it's a very sad occasion. Would you please acknowledge their efforts by your applause and your thanks? Who does a lot, whether y'all realize it or not, behind the scenes, because she doesn't have any classes, teach any formal lecture classes. Let me reiterate that. You do see her on Mondays. And that's Ms. Dezern, our program head. And she has one more graduation, but I think y'all all owe her thanks, whether y'all realize it or not. So, Ms. Dezern, would you please stand? Every one of us has had an effect on your life, but there's one more individual who I want y'all to realize has worked many late night hours for y'all to ensure that your assignment here is a positive one. And this too is his last graduation ceremony. He's retiring from the Navy. So after 20 years of service. So Chief Jamero, could you please step forward? Another plaque. It says you have been an inspiration to the program, your students, staff, and the schoolhouse. Your presence will be missed, and we want to congratulate him on his 20 years and wish him well.
We love you.
Thank y'all. Now, I may too have had a little bit of a ripple effect on your lives in the last 13 months. Some of it may have been gentle. Other times it may have felt like you were drowning in my tsunami. Amen. For those challenging times, I apologize profusely. But I am so glad that you're here today graduating and you have rose to the occasion, and you need to pat yourselves on the back. I am so glad that you learned so much while we were together. And I want to say you certainly had an effect on my life, because as most of y'all know, I've had a turbulent last 10 months. And I want to thank you for your words, your kind words, and your prayers, and the patience while Ed is recovering. Ed is here, by the way, because I just want to thank you. So's my mom. Okay, now I've given each one of y'all an envelope before y'all came in here, and in it you're going to find a cherished poem. It's a bookmark. I hope you read it often. And it's the way and the other comment in the letter is how I remember that you have affected my life, and every one of y'all here have done something different for me, and for that I want to thank you. The poem is entitled The Dash, and I got lots of extra bookmarks for anybody else who wants one. It seemed appropriate today because our time together is coming to an end. And in my lectures, I speak of death often because sick patients do die. Okay? Each one of us in this auditorium has a different journey, However, there is one thing we will all have in common, and that is our journey will end when we die and leave this earth. At this time, I would like to recite the poem, The Dash, by Linda Ellis. I read of a man who stood to speak at the funeral of a friend. He referred to the dates on her tombstone from the beginning to the end. He noted that first came the date of her birth and spoke of the following date with tears. But he said what mattered most of all was the dash between those years. For that dash represents all the time that she spent alive on earth. And now only those who knew her knew what that little line was worth. For it matters not how much we own, the cars, the house, the cash. What matters is how we live and love and how we spend our dash. So think about this long and hard. Are there things you'd like to change? For you never know how much time is left that can still be rearranged. If we could just slow down enough to consider what's true and real and always try to understand the way other people feel. And be less quick to anger and show appreciation more and love the people in our lives like we've never loved before. If we treat each other with respect and more often wear a smile, remembering that this special dash may only last a little while. So when your eulogy is being read with your life's actions to rehash, would you be proud of the things they say about how you spend your dash? Heavy. Okay. Today, graduates, you are officially educated. Your certificate and your diploma validates this level of formal education. You have several letters after your name. You either have AAS or MLT, ASCP, or a combination thereof. Will those letters set you apart from others? I ask you to regard them as a reminder to you of your responsibility to do your part to improve the world. What's left after you've analyzed your life from all angles? You look backward, you look forward, you look around, you look inside. Might I recommend that you look upward and pray. Pray to God for wisdom, for peace, direction, and the resources to do His will. You are where He wants you to be. And at this time, I'd like to thank you family, for not falling asleep. And the kids played a joke on me this morning, so I got to get it back.
I'm Rich Fleming, Vice President of Academic Affairs here at Thomas Nelson, and on behalf of all the faculty and staff of the college, I want to congratulate all of you today. Ceremonies are full of symbolism, just like ceremonies in the military. Today's ceremony symbolizes your advancement from student to graduate. All of us wish you the best as you go to your next duty assignments, and we have been proud to have you here, and so we wish you only the best as your next assignment as you move on. And I know all of us would like to congratulate Chief Camaro on his pending retirement. So, Chief, congratulations. And now, why we're really here. As the Vice President for Academic Affairs, I now have the pleasure of presenting to you MLT Class 018 of the United States Navy Medical Laboratory Technology Program at Thomas Nelson Community College. These students have completed all requirements for graduation and have been recommended by the faculty. Will the candidates for Associate in Applied Science and Allied Health and Medical Laboratory please rise? Dr. Taylor, I have the honor of presenting the candidates for the Associate in Applied Science and Medical Laboratory.
Thank you, Dr. Fleming. By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Thomas Nelson Community College Board and the Virginia State Board for Community Colleges, I hereby award you the Associate of Applied Sciences and Allied Health. You may be seated.
Will the candidates for Certificate in Medical Laboratory Technician please rise? Dr. Taylor, I have the honor of presenting the candidates for the Certificate in Medical Laboratory Technician.
Thank you, Dr. Fleming. Graduates, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Thomas Nelson Community College Board and the Virginia State Board for Community Colleges, I hereby award you the Certificate in Medical Laboratory Technician. You may be seated. Audience, in addition to their college degrees and certificate, each student participating in today's ceremony will receive the Navy Enlisted Classification for Advanced Laboratory Technician. Congratulations. This is the celebration. Give them a round.
Forrest, thank you for the kind words. For the first time, I can truly and honestly say that really makes my eyes misty. Congratulations! It is my privilege and pleasure to present the U.S. Navy Honor Graduate Award. The recipient for this class, with a final grade point average of 96.0, is H.M. Cooley. Naval School of Health Sciences, Portsmouth, Virginia. The commanding officer takes great pleasure in presenting the Merit Award for Scholastic Achievement to Hospital Corpsman 3rd Class Cooley L. Terrell, USA, in recognition of exemplary achievement, outstanding individual effort, and personal initiative while attending the course of instruction for Advanced Medical Laboratory Technicians School, HM A506. Your superior devotion to duty and dedication to performance excellence substantiate this award and reflect great credit upon yourself. Well done. Signed, S.E. Herron, Captain, North Corps, United States Navy, Commanding Officer. The next two awards will be presented to two remarkable sailors, adjutant and assistant adjutant, the class leaders. They contributed significantly to the success of this program, Medical Laboratory Technician Training Program, and they were instrumental in maintaining good order and discipline. Without any further ado, HM2 Stafford, front and center.
Naval School of Health Sciences, Portsmouth, Virginia. Commanding Officer, take great pleasure in presenting to Hospital Corpsman Second Class SW, Calvin A. Stafford, USN, a letter of appreciation. In recognition for services set forth herein. Upon your detachment and transfer to your new duty station, I wish to express my appreciation for your outstanding performance while serving Naval School of Health Sciences, Portsmouth, Virginia. The responsibility of class adjutant is a demanding, difficult, and important assignment. Your ability to relate to your fellow classmates, coupled with your leadership and military bearing, made you a distinct asset to your counselors. You have continuously proven yourself ready to accept additional responsibility, and you have used your authority wisely. Your good judgment and keen foresight have been above reproach and will be invaluable to your future assignments. Your acute sense of loyalty, genuine devotion to duty, and outstanding performance are sincerely appreciated. I extend to you the traditional well done on your high achievements and wish you the greatest success in your future endeavors. Signed, S.E. Heron, Captain Mars Corps, United States Navy, Commanding Officer. H.E. Hansen, front and center. Naval School of Health Sciences, Portsmouth, Virginia. Commanding Officer takes great pleasure in presenting Hospital Corpsman Second Class Jared L. Hansen, USN, a letter of appreciation in recognition for services set forth herein. Upon your detachment and transfer to your new duty station, I wish to express my appreciation for your outstanding performance while serving Naval School of Health Sciences, Portsmouth, Virginia. The responsibility of class assistant adjutant is a demanding, difficult, and important assignment. Your ability to relate to your fellow classmates, coupled with your leadership and military bearing, made you a distinct asset to your counselors. You have continuously proven yourself ready to accept additional responsibility, and you have used your authority wisely. Your good judgment and keen foresight have been above reproach and will be invaluable to you in future assignments. Your acute sense of loyalty, genuine devotion to duty, and outstanding performance are sincerely appreciated. I extend to you traditional well done on your high achievements and wish you the greatest success in your future endeavors. Signed, S.E. Heron, Captain Nurse Corps, United States Navy, Commanding Officer. It's been a tradition since inception in 1999 for the students to present an award to the faculty members as well as staff who contributed immensely in their academic success, as well as overcome their personal and professional issues and challenges. I would like to acknowledge a service person who's been a very motivated, energetic sailor. H.E.P. Black will be assisting the adjutant, assistant adjutant in presenting the awards. H.E.P. Black, front and center. Disappearing on
Good morning. Good morning. Guest speaker, as a very good speaker she was this morning. She was also a good
teachers?
She was good. She was a good teacher. I also like to give her a plaque. It says, presented to Christy Forrest in appreciation for all your dedication to your students. We wish you the best in your future endeavors. Class,
for our Chief J, and we call him. Come on out, Chief J. When we first met him, we all thought he was going to be hard and anything like that, but he kept us motivated as far as PT. Never give up. He made us run miles. He kept our heads straight in the books, made sure that we studied and did what we were supposed to do. Make sure that we all made it here as one whole class, with a few exceptions, but we couldn't have that. But for everything that you've done for us, this class said we appreciate you for the time well spent towards exemplary dedication to the students.
Next award goes to Chief Hanson. You got Chief. It says in appreciation for your time well spent towards exemplary dedication to your students of MLT team. Chief, you really made a good impression, and we wish you luck.
Thank you, and within the next 2 hours, you will be going and serving the Navy. Thank you.
For two of the people that cannot be here, one is here. HM1 Suarez, are you here? HM1 Suarez. HM1 Clay, who just transferred down to Florida, and she just picked up Chief, HMC Select Clay. So she also helped us through this hard time. So y'all give it up for her also. Good job.